Good morning, YouTubes. Car Biker here again. It's excuse me. It's the first Sunday of the new year, 2014, which there's always a debate about this, but I think that makes it the 12th day of Christmas. And anyway, it's a Sunday, so if not, it'll do. It is the 5th. I don't always count Christmas Day as the first day, and the 12th day for when all your decorations come down would then be the 5th. And I know some people start with the day after Christmas and 12th day becomes the 6th. Well, that's a Monday, and I'll be working, so I'll be around the house, and Mrs. Calm does her volunteer work at the hospital on a Monday, and she's in charge of taking down the decorations, which is why I'm out on the bike. I've been banished from the house. I always get kicked out. Yeah, go away for a couple of hours. She said, get out on the bike, stay out as long as you like. It takes her so long to take down all the decorations. She doesn't want me helping because she knows I'll break some of them, or I'll be throwing them in the bin, so I don't know why we have this junk every year. But she likes it. She buys an extra 2 or 3 pounds of decorations every year to put up, and the house becomes ever more festooned. So yeah, so she's in charge of taking them all down again. It's yeah, I can't deal with the upheaval. I don't mind them being up. I'm not a Grinch, so yeah, some of them are quite nice. I've even bought a few myself this year. I happened to be on a training course just before Christmas in Leeds, and one of the there's three of us from work were doing this training course. For those that are interested, I know there are a few IT bikers around there. It was the professional Scrum developer course, so we all did that and then did our exams and passed. Woohoo! I'm just bragging now. It's not exactly a difficult exam, but we did that one and the Scrum Master one as well. Anyway, I digress. One of the guys, so we're in Leeds for the training course, and one of the guys that I work with, who's on my team, he's from Leeds, and he said, yeah, do you want to come and see the German market? So we had a wander around the German market, which is quite a bit smaller than I expected it to be, but it was alright. The other guy that's from this area that I was giving a lift back to had a glass of mulled wine, or a cup of mulled wine, and I bought a couple of Christmas decorations for Mrs. Calm. Yeah, it was alright. They had a lot of little bits of metal-y things, you know, stuff made of metal welded together, and a lot of motorbikes and things. Pretty cool. A bit like Who Am I UK1 stuff. He is superb at that kind of thing, and I'm going to keep saying it until I get one. I want to win a competition, special competition, Calm Bikers only. I want an XJ6, please. Who am I? Nice XJ6 Diversion F, made out of a bit of tin and some washers for wheels, please. And yes, I do want a full chain and sprocket set. Oh dear. My UK1's organised a couple of Google Hangouts now for moto vloggers that have been good fun. I've been to 2 of them. I don't know if he's organised many more than that. I tend to find them by accident. I always seem to be busy with something else, and then I'll fire up YouTube and think I'll just have a couple of minutes break and have a look at what's going on the channels I subscribe to. And twice there's been a hangout going on, and I've jumped in. And they are good. If you're a vlogger, or if you're interested in being a vlogger, you really should try one out. All you need is a webcam, and a headset helps, and you can join in. And if you don't want to join in, there's also always a Q&A session going on, so you can ask questions and get people's feedback if you're a little bit shy. And they've been good. I've been trying to get into them for a while, but it's always been a bit of a problem with Google Plus actually getting the things working. But somehow for who my UK1's hangouts have worked, and there've been some good people there as well. The last one, quite impressed. I'm obviously starstruck, but he'd managed to get hold of Delboy from Delboy's Garage, Moonfleet 41, who is a channel that I've watched many videos on. He's got over 1 million views. If you're not subscribed to Delboy, you really should, if you're a vlogger or if you own a motorbike, because he's got lots and lots of information about how you can look after your bike yourself. He's got some projects on there. His rat bike is something to be seen. And there's other guys in there as well who a lot of you probably know. Alan Bulter, who's now calling himself Squeak Bulter, because he calls his bike Squeak. If you haven't watched his videos, get down there and watch them. They tend to be called something like Old Man on his old motorcycle going to Tesco's, and there's some funny stuff there. Homer UK1, of course. Gadgets and Wheels has been on a few times. He's got some great videos. Get across there and have a look. It's just turned into a shout out video. I should have had a topic, but it's turned out into shout outs, hasn't it? Who else has been on there? This is where my memory fails me completely again, and it makes it look like I've forgotten people. Well, I have forgotten them, but not on purpose. So who else? The Count Motorhead. Do go over and watch his videos. You might struggle with them a bit if you're not from the UK. The more northern you are in the UK, the more chance you're going to have with his videos, because he's from Scotland, and anybody who's learnt the Scottish off Mel Gibson will know that he doesn't talk at all like he's from Braveheart, like. But he's got some really good stuff, and he gets a bit of a ribbing for having a Chinese bike, and he keeps saying his Chinese bike's great. I'm sure it is. There's got to be some good ones out there. There's no reason why a Chinese bike shouldn't be good. But there do seem to be a lot of videos of them breaking. One of his videos is it's impressive to me, because I'm impressed that he could do it, where on one of his bikes his throttle cable breaks and he rides it home anyway, which is quite cool. Riding it with kind of leaning on the right handlebar and pulling the throttle cable by hand. So that's worth a look, and he's worth a subscribe. Who else? Skeggy Cruiser, of course. Skeggy's one of the guys that got me into motovlogging in the first place. I think I've said before, but when I first started learning to ride a bike, I was having a look on YouTube for ideas and finding people like Two Wheel Steve and Roadcraft Nottingham, who've got some great tips on actually riding the thing. And then from that, YouTube was pointing me in the direction of people like Skeggy Cruiser and Jim Payne. Two guys. They are really the two that made me think, well, let's give vlogging a go. Skeggy doesn't live too far away from me, just the other side of the Humber. Jim is a lovely chap. He also sent lots and lots of subscribers my way. He's the reason that I've got, I think, just over 400 subscribers now, which is amazing. Thank you all again. So if you're not subscribed to Jim, go and have a look. He's got a wicked sense of humour. Old fart on a motorcycle, he calls himself, and a lot of his vlogs are not on a motorcycle, but get over there and have a look, because there's some cracking stuff there, and he's a funny fella. Hopefully we're going to have a meet up at some point, and Jim's trying to organise something. It should be cool. And there were other vloggers on there as well. I'm really sorry, really sorry that I can't remember who it was. I had a lot of beer. I'm going to put the names on the screen so that you can see them, with my apologies. Anyway, I suspect I've rambled on quite a long time now, so I'll stop. So, thanks for watching, YouTubers. Get yourself across to those channels that I've mentioned and the ones that I've stuck up on the screen as well. Once you've watched all my videos, of course. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Tom, how can I forget Tom? That's ridiculous. I am so sorry, Tom. Navy Thomas 8, NT8. He's one of the guys who is really involved in the whole Google Hangout thing. So sorry, Tom. And Mr. and Mrs. B's brain dump. The man on the Hayabusa. In the second hangout, I managed to get my lower third working, which sounds a bit odd. That's just like a banner on the screen saying who you are, and he had the lower third saying owns the fastest bike here, and I think he had a point.